Keep the home fires burning till the boys come home. Too many of those boys never did come home. I was just a boy then, you know. Can you see the likeness? I was just 16. You had to be 18 to enlist. I lied about my age. Before I knew it, I was Private Walker, sir. 42183. 15th Battalion, West Yorkshire Regiment. The Prince of Wales's own, the Leeds pals. And we all crossed the Channel into France to the valley of the Somme. Dig your trench, Tommy, the officers said. They called us all Tommy, regardless of our name. 9 feet deep, Tommy. Use that timber and them sandbags to support it. This is your home now. My little wet home is a trench, which the rainstorms continually drench. There's clouds overhead, clay or mud for a bed, and you just learn to live with the stench. And the officers sent us out. Over the top, Tommy! With our Lee Enfield rifle and a 17-inch bayonet, and if you were lucky, you came back. And then they had a look in your eyes to see if you were ready to go again, or whether you were shell-shocked. And then they inquired about how you were getting on when you were shivering with cold and sweating profusely. Trench fever, they called it. Or how were your feet? Well, you see, with all of that rain, there was duckboard at the bottom of the trench that was supposed to keep your feet dry. But when it started going over the top of your boots, and the officers reminded you that you should be changing your socks and washing your feet once a week, whether they needed it or not, I didn't want to look. I got out of the habit. I wasn't the only one. You knew when your feet were red raw, when they were sore, and you knew you'd better not take a closer look in case they were turning black if your feet were going numb. But as long as you could wriggle your toes, you'd be all right. And then they'd send you out again. It was the 1st of July 1916 when the officers said, "It's the grand offensive, the big push, Tommy. We've been bombarding Jerry for a while now. He'll be disconcerted, disheartened, and it's your job to go and finish him off. So shall we say 7:15, a tot of rum by order, and 7:30, 0 hour." Keep your head down below the parapet, Tommy! Now it's time, and we went out in columns. I wasn't in the first column. Over the top, Tommy! I was in the 3rd column, with me Lee Enfield rifle and me 17-inch bayonet. But Jerry was ready for us, with machine gun fire at 500 rounds per minute, and we were mown down. I were lucky. I fell into a shell hole and got back. More than can be said for my special Leeds pals, Bill and Albert and George and Harry and Jack, Tommy, each and every one of them. It was 1917 that followed, of course, and then 1918, and we were still in France. 27th of March. I remember waking up one morning before dawn, peeping out over the top. "Keep your head down, Tommy!" I had to have another look. There facing us was Jerry. And to our left, and on our right flank, the officers shouted, "Surrender, Tommy!" And I did as I was told. And do you know, they herded us like livestock into cattle wagons, onto the railway and into Germany, a place called Emmendingham, a prisoner of war camp. There were guards all round. You did as you were told. But I do remember there was a roof over our heads in them dormitories. There was a bed each, and there was a washhouse, and I reintroduced myself to me feet. It were luxury compared with the trenches. Mind you, we'd got used to bully beef and hard biscuits in the trenches. That was bad enough, but the food were worse in Germany. What they gave us were called sauerkraut, stinking, rotten cabbage in a stew or a soup, but it kept us alive until the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, November 1918, when it was eerily quiet and the gates of the prisoner of war camp were open and there were no guards, and we decided we were going for a walk. It was a long walk all the way to France, and there we were treated like heroes, and they escorted us to one of the Channel ports, and we made a crossing back home. Aye, and we made a life for ourselves as best we could. But I'll tell you what, on Armistice Day, 11th of November, at 11 o'clock, I shall be there at the church service, and I shall wear my Leeds Pal badge, 15th Battalion West Yorkshire Regiment, and my regimental tie with pride. I shan't be wearing those medals they sent me. They can stop in a tin. I don't deserve them. But I shall wear a poppy to remember my pals, Bill and Albert and George and Harry and Jack, Tommy, each and every one of them. They shall not grow old as we who are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, We will remember them.